signed an executive order this morning to extend the stay home, stay safe order through May 15th.
Well, you heard it right there. Governor Gretchen Whitmer making the announcement this morning that she will be extending Michigan's stay-at-home order through May 15th, but some restrictions will be relaxed now. Political reporter Mackenzie Frost is live now in Lansing with details on what we will be able to do.
Hey, Kate, yeah, we know that the governor says that the people across the state do need to stay home just a little bit longer, but there are a few things we will be allowed to do, and I want to go over the list of some of the things that will be reopening. We know that motorized boating is now allowed. We know that lawn care and landscaping is open. Golfing, but make sure you're golfing without a cart. And travel between homes is now allowed, although the governor says people should not be doing that if it's not absolutely necessary. Also, those closed areas and those big box stores like garden centers and some of the paint sections, those will now be open as well. Plus, the businesses that are still closed during this stay-home order will now be allowed to do delivery or curbside services. The governor says what we're doing is working, but Dr. Jonay Caldoun says that we're not out of the woods yet. One thing to remember here in this order, like this cloth mask you're seeing me wear, the governor says people who do go outside and go to stores need to be wearing a mask, emphasizing that a cloth mask is what we need to be wearing, not those N95 masks. She says those need to be reserved for the medical professionals. But she does say that people need to remember that if the data shows that the trend goes back and we're seeing more cases, the state will be nimble and it could restrict more rules across the state. Take a listen to what she said.
We will consider this the preliminary stage of economic re-engagement. If we see an increase, we may have to be nimble enough to go backward.
Now, in the meantime, the lawmakers are in the Senate, in the House right now, in the Capitol. I'm looking at this building. I was just in there earlier. They are going to be voting on a resolution to create an oversight committee analyzing the state's response to the COVID-19. And also, the Senate will be taking action on a pair of bills that will be... Oh, we've got some protesters here in my left. I'm not sure if you can see it, but they're here. But those bills to restrict some of the governor's powers, the governor vowed today, we heard her say that she will veto those plans. The action will be continuing throughout the day, and we'll have more about this coming up later tonight. But for now, live in Lansing, Mackenzie Frost, News Channel 3.
Mackenzie, thank you. Well, all of this new information comes as Michigan reports more than 1,000 new cases of COVID-19, the first time in a week. Now, let's take a look. The state now has more than 35,000 confirmed cases. So far, there have been 2,900 COVID-19 related deaths in our state. Let's take a closer look at how those numbers break down.
27 for my county.
West Michigan. Kent County has the most cases with 815, excuse me, followed by Kalamazoo County at 229 and Calhoun County with 177 cases. All the counties that you see highlighted in red have at least one COVID-19 related death. Not pictured here, Cass County with 23 cases and 2 deaths. Berrien County has 189 cases and 11 deaths. Now, globally and in the U.S., cases are continuing to rise. There are about 870,000 cases of the virus in the United States. And right now, as you can see from this map, New York still remains the country's biggest hotspot for both cases and deaths. Even as the death toll continues to climb nationwide, some states are allowing more businesses to reopen today. Meantime, in New York City, test results show many more residents may have already been exposed to the virus than previously thought. Michael George reports from New York City.
This nail salon owner outside of